Hey guys, Skittlerampage here. Welcome back to a new video. I do hope you're enjoying your day today. So I'm bringing you more subscriber collection reviews, and we have a lot of crazy collections today. Hey guys, so we're back with more subscriber collections. I did actually open up submissions about a week ago, and I got a decent amount, so I went through them and I picked 20 different collections. Some of these have multiple photos, some of these only have one photo, which kind of ties into something that I wanted to talk about really quick. I did notice some comments of people asking me to slow down or go through them a little more thoroughly. So the reason I go through kind of like a medium speed is because some people have multiple photos, as well as I try to do as many collections as possible in one video. And it takes up a lot of time, obviously, especially when I take 2-3 minutes on one collection. And the last video was a little bit longer and I only did like 16 collections. So I'm just trying to put as much in here as possible without making the video an hour long, if that makes sense. Now, as far as submissions, again, you do have a couple days before I open them up. So if you want to get your collections ready or clean up your rooms a little bit, make sure you do that now and look out for submissions opening up on my Instagram story at Skittlerampage. Follow me there, as well as my YouTube community tab. Let's go and get started with Andre's collection here, though. I feel like Andre might be a One Piece fan, but I don't know, mate. Like, you know, something screams One Piece here, but I'm not sure. Maybe he's just like a medium fan. But let's go ahead and jump in here. So you have the covers up top, which is really nice. Then you got some chases on either side, which is really nice. I'm assuming you have every One Piece pop. I just gotta assume here you got all the chases down here. You got the bronze statues all the way down here, which is nice. Looks like you're a sticker collector too. I don't know if you go for like each version or just go for one sticker. I'm only seeing like one Usis kid, so I'm assuming. But anyways, looks like you're a, hardcore sticker collector too, which is really nice. You have a nice mix of out of box and in box. And then here, this is like I guess a Supreme shelf is what I'm seeing, or is that just a sticker? I'm not sure what this shelf is, but it's kind of cool actually. So you have the 4-pack here, little Funko minis, and then you got a little Luffy Pikachu, which is cool. Dugong moment, the moment between King and Zoro. Some of the transponder snails. So we have a Luffy as well as Ace figure, and then you have the little sleeping ones. I think Bailey has a couple. My wife Bailey has a couple of these. So yeah, really cool collection. You got a couple grails. I'm assuming that's the glossy Luffy grail. Then we have Trafalgar Law Gold Roger. So yeah, crazy collection for One Piece. You're a huge fan, obviously. And then we have a little Luffy rug down here too. So Andre, fantastic collection. Oh, very quickly, actually, I wanted to highlight over here. I think this is a nice little display. You have the Labubus as well as the little biddies in the background. And then you're using like one of the backgrounds from the One Piece pops here. And then you have the 10-inch Luffy, some lights. This is a really cool shelf. Probably my favorite shelf of the bunch with the mix of Funko and Labubu. Next up, we have Brian's collection here. So he actually has a huge Funko room here. So check this out. We have a bunch of different chases here. My Hero. We also have Naruto here. And then we also have some Bleach and Demon Slayer, a couple signed pops, which is really nice. And then over here is One Piece as well as Dragon Ball. Oh, you got that. Oh, you got that official sticker Black Eyes Frieza. That is an expensive piece. Very rare too. One of the rarest anime pops out there. That's really nice. Looks like you're a hardcore sticker collector. CCXP, Ukiura too. Nice. Okay. Then we got some pig pins going. We have My Hero. Looks like a mix of Naruto and Attack on Titan here. And then we have some Dragon Ball ones. All right, cool. You got a couple cool fig pins in there. Next photo from Brian here features some kind of like glass display shelves here. So we have some out of box kind of mixed anime. Is that an Elsa? Is that Elsa? Okay, I was like, am I seeing that right, or is that just like an anime character I'm not thinking of? That's funny. Anyways, we got Broly there, Ichigo's really nice, and we have some we have Kakashi and Itachi. Are those the are those the Naruto books in the background that Kakashi reads, or is that something? I feel like that might be, but maybe I'm wrong. And then we also have a really cool Batman figure down here, and then another photo here, another little display shelf. So you have what is this? Does that say Boruto's dad? That's cool. Interesting. But then we have Tengen. Looks like Tengen might be your favorite Hashira there. I approve. And then we also have some other anime figures down here. And then here's one more photo of like a big picture of his collection here. So you have all the Hokages, which is nice. You have a couple out of box 10-inch pops here. He also has some mass displays, which is nice up here. Different exclusives, and then a huge wall of anime pops here. But then we also have some other ones like DC, we have Adventure Time, The Grinch, which is really cool. This is a very cool room. Next, we have another collection, but from a different Brian here. So they actually have a little bit of a unique theme going on here. So let me read what they wrote in the email here. It says, "Hello, this is my collection with the theme of Game Boy Advance All-Stars. These are all characters that had games on the Game Boy Advance, which goes as far to include the licensed games. I have played all of the games that feature these characters." So they did include multiple photos, but I wanted to mostly highlight this big showcase here, which I just thought was really cool because that is such a unique thing to specifically collect. What is it, Game Boy Advance All-Stars? That's really cool, actually. And at the same time, nothing here is too crazy expensive, so you don't even have to really spend a lot of money at the same time to complete this style collection that you're going for, which is great in itself. But I think that's just so unique to have a specific kind of collection like that, and I kind of envy you there because obviously I like so many different things, but you've really narrowed it down. This is definitely one of the coolest collections to come by. Next collection comes from Captain Jack here, so nice little display going on. I like the backlight display too. Giant Venom poster there, which is really cool, and then a little symbiote cover. Then we also have some kind of like a mix here of anime and Marvel, it looks like. Little Ollie magazine, is that like an anniversary magazine or something? Then you got a couple cool little anime pops. That Broly is so awesome. I like the background. That's a cool little Luffy background. Now they had one more photo here featuring some more of their collection. First off, I really like that Venom Pool statue. That's really nice. Here's more of their collection. We have Tokyo Ghoul and Tokyo Ghoul Re up top there. Then we have a bunch of One Piece. Really nice little display. I like the mix of kind of pops and manga. I think that's really nice. Chainsaw Man, Naruto. And then I think you have some Legos down here, which is cool. Spawn comic is neat. So yeah, great little out-of-box display here. Next collection here comes from Chex Mix. That's what their email said. So we're calling them Chex Mix. But this is a huge My Hero Academia display. Wow. There's so many figures and so many autographs. You got the Gentle Criminal autograph, Overhaul, Toga, Tomura, Mr. Compress, Hero Killer Stain, Kurogiri. Wow. This is so much money for My Hero in one photo. All Might dedicated shelf, Katsuki dedicated shelf. I gotta assume Katsuki Bakugo's. Well, you also have Deku. I gotta assume these are some of your favorite characters, though. Then we have some other heroes. Wow. Oh, and then you got the little bar scene deluxe, which is really cool. Next photo here, they got a bunch more My Hero stuff. I'm assuming My Hero is your top anime here, so this is probably your month. I'm sure you're excited to see the final season. We have a Death Note autograph set. Then we have some U2's figures, which is really... I didn't realize they made so many My Hero U2's. That's cool. Little unique set here. We have Soul Eater, more My Hero, like sitting figures. Oh, these are really cool, actually. I actually had these in person at one point. And then a couple little Marvel figures, too, which is nice. I think you have one more photo, maybe one or two. Yeah, you have two more. So this is another shelf here, a lot more My Hero stuff. Then we have some Attack on Titan, Naruto, Black Clover. What do we got all the way down here? Some, Kaiju number 8. Jeez, I almost forgot the name. Chainsaw Man manga. So it looks like you have a lot of manga box sets, which is really cool. Is that Black Clover? Do I see any Black Clover pops anywhere? Oh, yeah, up here. Oh, sorry, I skipped the photo. Up here, you have Black Clover and then some My Hero sodas. And then final photo here is your Marvel collection. Okay, Marvel, I like it. Looks like you're a big Spider-Man fan like myself. Lots of different variations there. Oh, little Marvel. Are those the pint size or are they the calendar ones? I think they're the calendar. Anyways, looks like you're mostly an inbox collector too, for at least your pops anyways. And then we have the Sinister Six collection. What is that a Kirby? Is that like a Kirby 3D printed? That's kind of funny. It's so derpy looking. And then we also have some Mortal Kombat as well as Pokemon there. Fantastic collection, especially your My Hero Academia. That is crazy. Next collection comes from Colin here. So it looks like you're a little bit of a LeBron fan. Okay. Then we have the Boruto Hokage statues, more Boruto pops. Is that the entire collection? It might be. And then we also have My Hero and Jujutsu Kaisen there. Attack on Titan, really nice. Avatar. All right, some Avatar love. I appreciate it. I'm sure you're excited for the movie coming soon. We also have a Flash shelf down here, which is really great. Love that reverse Flash. That's awesome. And then a bunch of different Marvel Avengers. And then I know you have one more photo. Wow. I forgot about this. This is one of my favorite collections that I came across when I was looking through all the different ones in my email. So I actually really like the Sharingan and Renegon, like, what are those, like like wall art or whatever they're called specifically hanging up above your giant Naruto collection. That's really awesome. I'm assuming you're very excited for the Itachi coming soon. Do you have the Sasuke one? Maybe you're in the process of getting. I don't know where you'd put it though, because you have so many pops. Wow, I really don't actually know where you'd put it. This is scary. I don't know if you live where there's like an earthquake. That's scary, because I've had pops come tumbling down. I am scared, but that's so much dust to clean up too. That's like the horrible thing about collecting out of box. It looks so great with collections like this, and then trying to keep it clean is just a nightmare. And then it looks like you have a bunch of DC stuff down here with comic books. That's really cool. Solo Leveling, Berserk here. Then we have One Punch Man, and then the Naruto manga. Very expensive and amazing looking display. Seriously amazing. Next collection comes from Declan. I think that's how you say their name. So it looks like they're a little bit of a Godzilla fan. I don't see too much Godzilla in these videos, but some Godzilla appreciation. That's nice. You have a lot of the cooler ones. Space Godzilla, the Mecha Ghidorah, Tony Chopper there. Is that the only bronze statue one you wanted? Because I know a lot of people are sometimes either getting one or two, or some people are getting the entire set. I just wanted Nico Robin, so I'm excited for that one to come in. Anyways, though, we have more One Piece here. Then we have some Marvel Spider-Man. Looks like you enjoyed the Fantastic Four movie. Sonic is really nice. Oh, that Target one is so good. They did a great job on that. Then we have some of the X-Men sodas. A little bit of FNAF and Arcane. We also have a Ben 10 soda down here. More Marvel. And then some Dragon Ball love. What is this? It's kind of cool. And then all the way at the bottom, we have kind of like a Disney shelf, which is really cool. So you have a really great collection. I also really like the shelves. Next collection is Elliot's here. So it looks like he's a big Naruto fan. So I love the different artworks. That's really cool. And it looks like you place like stickers in them, which is neat. Then we have like a Madara like manga panel or like art, which is neat. Some sign pops. Oh, a lot of sign pops actually. What else we got? Some headbands mixed in there, energy drinks. Looks like you got some swords and kunai. Okay, this is cool. Oh, you got the Hello Kitty ones. Nice. Some out-of-box, in-box mix. And then you kind of have a cloak there with some manga. All right, this is a nice little Naruto shelf. I like this. It looks like you put a lot of time into it. And I think this is one more photo from you too, Elliot. And this is your Dragon Ball shrine here. This is where it's at. I love this so much as a big Dragon Ball fan myself. You have the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, Kid Goku on the Nimbus Cloud. That's really awesome. Look at a little Kami. I like that. Nice. I love the mix of out-of-box and in-box. Sometimes, like, in-box only will look a little boring, but obviously I can appreciate an in-box collection. I have a lot in-box myself, too, but I really like the mix of out-of-box and in-box. It just really brings it to life. These Dragon Balls are really cool, too. A lot of autographs here. Yeah, this is a great collection. I love the manga too. Next up, we have Anakin's figure. I think that's how you say your name. Sorry, I'm doing my best with the names in the emails. But anyway, so it looks like they have mostly an in-box display here. And then kind of like a little bit of a mix of out-of-box here. I am seeing some empty pop. Where are these pops? I don't see them in the display. Because like we got Ichigo, Grimmjow empty here. I don't know if you sent another. I swear I only got one photo from you. So if you sent another photo, it might not have came through if you had like a little bit of out of box display. But either way, your collection is really awesome too. I'm seeing a lot of value here, especially a lot of chases there. Looks like you're a big Zoro fan. I'm seeing a lot of Zoros in there. Some Luffy figures. We also have another Zoro figure up there, Madara, and then a little Deadpool figure down here. So a little bit of a mix of out of box and in box here. I also really like this like cabinet or display you have it in. It's pretty sleek. Next collection is Eric's here. So it looks like he has a good mix of My Hero and Yu-Gi-Oh mostly. So we have a nice little mix of in-box and out-of-box down here. That XYZ Dragon Cannon, it's like, I like it and dislike it at the same time. Because parts of it looks like a McDonald's toy, and then the other parts are really cool for like it being like a Funko Pop mold. It's a very interesting one though. It's one of those pops that just is a pop but doesn't look like a pop. We have the Time Wizard here, which is neat. So a good little mix of in-box and out-of-box, especially on this shelf. A lot of out-of-box. A couple autographs up here, Yami and Kaiba. And then same with My Hero. Got a couple autographs, a little display. Nice. Okay. Oh, you got a little couple Yu-Gi-Oh figures down here too. Nice little Yu-Gi-Oh My Hero display. Next collection comes from Jordan here. So it looks like he's mostly in-box here, though we have I'm spotting a little Lego figures here for One Piece. Those are really cool. Okay, and then we have some of the One Piece Biddy Pops, which is nice. Little Grail shelf here too. What else we got? A bunch of the deluxe and kind of like moment pops. Okay. I still need to get Nico. I'm waiting for a sale. She's going to go on sale. 50% off is when I'll buy her. Got a Brooke. That's really cool. Black Clover shelf. More One Piece. More One Piece. Gravity Falls. That's a pretty rare set. Nice, nice. I like that. We got Pito there. Very minimal Hunter. I think, is Pito just your favorite character? Oh, no. I think you have another photo here. Is that it for your collection? Yeah. Oh, okay. I guess you just like Pito. Anyways, on this shelf here, a lot of autographs. Is that a Japanese autograph for Kizuru? Is that? Because I'm noticing this. That's interesting. If so, that's pretty cool. Nice. Okay. You got a lot of really great autographs. Is that also Nico Robin's? Like, I think it is because I've seen the English. I think that's the Japanese voice actor. Nice. Because that's definitely Aces. Okay. You got a nice little. Okay. So are these all the Japanese voice actors then? Or is it a mix? No, because I swear that's the English voice actors thing, because I also have her signature. Yeah, that's English. So you got a mix of English and Japanese. That's cool. Okay, I like that. And you got a little Mario hat signed. That's awesome. Looks like that's the centerpiece of your collection. I like that. You have a fantastic autograph collection. So next collection comes from JT. I believe he said this was his and his girlfriend's collection. So we're kind of viewing two collections here. I wonder which one collects which, because there's a lot of different things here. But we have Monsters Inc. up top. I like that. Oh, that's so adorable. And then we have some Stranger Things. Also, I want to say, so neat. This is so neat. The white shelves like really bring these displays to life compared to the black ones I've noticed, especially since I switched myself from the black shelves to the white shelves. Like, I know we showed a lot of collections on black shelves. I just think the white shelves look better. Anyways, though, back to the collection. We have some cartoon pops here, a little DC shelf, then Marvel. That's a really cool Nightcrawler pop. And then we also have a bunch of mangas here. A lot of manga actually mixed in on the bottom, which is really great. Looks like you read all kinds of different things. Then we have, what is this? Oh, The Breakfast Club. Okay, and then some other movies. So it looks like you have it all themed. So you have like Marvel, DC, then you have Shrek, or then like movies. And over here, some more anime. Yeah, this is really, really neat and clean. I love it. Then they have more photos here. So we have some Hello Kitty stuff, Sailor Moon, Naruto shelf. Oh, that Sasuke looks so good out of box. And that Naruto is also really cool. More Naruto pops out of box mixed with Boruto. Then we have the Naruto manga, ReZero here. I'm sure you're very excited for the Funko Pops for that shelf. We have some Scott Pilgrim. I could never get into Scott Pilgrim. Thought it was so silly. It was one of the few movies I just did not like, but I'm glad you have a really cool collection of it. Oh, you have one of the little pics. That's really cool. Okay, so their last photo here, one features little kitty cat. So cute. Okay. Then we have Soul Eater down here, some comics. Then we have Dragon Ball and Zoro. Oh, look at that. Nice, some Blue Lock. I'm still wondering if they'll end up making Blue Lock pops at all. And then we also have a little display case here with a couple different anime girls, some Dragon Ball, and some like NASCAR. And oh, is that Fast and Furious? That's so cool. So yeah, fantastic collection for both of you guys. Next collection here comes from Juan. So he has like a blacklight display case here for some of the glow pops here. That is awesome. I don't think that Rengoku glows, but it must just look good under blacklight. So that's probably why he threw it in there. But that, wow, that Ghost Rider is really shining here. Oh my gosh, that is so cool. So why I wanted to definitely show off this photo is because of this. So it looks like he kind of customized something himself. He took the Zenitsu pop, and I think that's the ET like moment or deluxe that, you know, where an ET is normally, and he put the Zenitsu in it and then some like lightning at the bottom. It is like creating like a little scene with Zenitsu, which I thought was so cool. Next collection comes from Kev here. So it looks like he has some My Hero, got a little autograph in there. Solo leveling. Okay, you got all the expensive ones. Nice. I'm assuming you didn't score on the tank chase though, but I'm sure you'll get it eventually. Then we have Gravity Falls, Grunkle Stan. That's a nice one. Hanako and Fire Force. Good little mix of all kinds of different animes and like little animation shelf there. Next photo here. This was really cool. I actually really like, one, we have a bunch of Demon Slayer up top, which is nice, but I actually really like this little display here. Definitely pretty cool. And they also said they're working on maybe taking some pops out of box too. So for the future, Naruto shelf here. You have the signed Chalice Naruto, and then a couple exclusives down here. So Kev, fantastic collection here. You should definitely take some out of box. Moving on here, we have Kimo Lee's collection. Hopefully I said that name right, but wow, this is a lot of anime. I also really love the artwork up here. Who's the artist for these? Oh my god, we have Dragon Ball Akatsuki. That's so good. This is so cool. I love when the acrylic risers are used. So you have like, I like what they did here. So they kind of like split it up. So you have acrylic riser here, and then you have a 10-inch pop here. Then they did kind of the same thing over here. It's really nice. And then a good mix of in-box and out-of-box. Huge Dragon Ball display here. Same here. We have some Yu Yu Hakusho. Ooh, Castlevania, nice. One Punch Man. Solo Leveling, Demon Slayer, Fire Force. Ooh, I like those little wanted poster little figures. Those are cool. Yeah, this is a fantastic looking display. Yeah, I love this so much. You did a great job. Next collection here, I can't pronounce their name. It's almost like Light, I think, in the email, but you'll know your collection when you see it. So they have all kinds of different collections going on here. So we have a lot of Disney on the left there. Even some Disney Channel. We have High School Musical. I keep forgetting those have pops. But yeah, huge Disney display here. Love this. Then we also have Harry Potter on the other side, which is really nice. Okay, we have some Biddy Pops there. Hogwarts Castle with Dumbledore. Then we have some of the different shops there. All right, I like this. I like the Disney display too. I'm not much of a Disney fan myself, but my wife is. So this is really awesome. And I think I have, some more photos. So this was a huge, like this was wow. Wow. So I think those are the IKEA Billy bookcases, or they might be a different display. I swear they look like, yeah, I think they're those same ones I have. Huge collection here. So they're a big My Hero fan, Jujutsu Kaisen fan. Look how many Itadoris there are. Oh, and Sukunas. Jeez. So many Gojos too. Wow, that really highlights how many. Wow. But yeah, this is crazy. It's so neat and like clean and organized. I love it so much. Then we have 7 Deadly Sins up here. Little one-piece shelf here. Looks like it takes up the entire shelf. TMNT over here, which is really nice. Then some Power Rangers, a couple autographs, which is really cool. Yeah, it looks like almost a full, pretty close. It's like half Power Rangers, half TMNT. And then one more photo here. We have Horror over here. Burn it. Terrorized me as a child. Burn it. And then we also have like an animation shelf here, which is really nice. So we have some, what is that? Monster High, some music pops, Avatar, Smurfs, Ed, Ed, and Eddie. That's a fantastic collection. I think this is my favorite photo though. Like this is crazy. Next collection we have comes from Max here. So it looks like they have a little bit of My Hero figures over here. I think some Legos right here too. Let me minimize that so I can see better. Then we have some Dungeons and Dragons. Okay. I love the, oh my gosh, I'm forgetting the name. Oh no. Oh man, that's going to bother me. But these pops, I'm just forgetting the name off the top of my head. We have Shenron up there. Looks like a bunch of Lego stuff. Then we have Trigun, mix of Spy Family as well as Fruits Basket, which is really nice. And then we have some Bleach here. Looks like they're probably still filling in for Bleach. Sonic and Persona. Fun fact, if you don't know, they're actually making more Persona pops next year. And we have a huge Black Clover shelf. Next photo here is their giant My Hero Academia shelf here. This is so many pops. Every time I see My Hero displays, I'm just reminded that there's like well over 100 pops in that collection. It's crazy. We have the 18-inch All Might there, 10-inch pops, little figures and statues, U2s mixed in there with some pocket pops. And then I think there's one more photo. Yeah, so this is their Demon Slayer here. I think Max actually recently mentioned that they just got a bunch of, was it Demon Slayer or something else? They added a bunch of pops. We have some more autographs over here for My Hero. Demon Slayer, we got a sword up top, more Legos, some noodle stoppers. Yeah, Max, fantastic collection. It's really nice to see what you've been talking about for a while. Next, we have Mini Toast's collection here. So it looks like we have a mix of Attack on Titan and Dragon Ball up top here. Then we have some autographs with Attack on Titan. Nice out-of-box display here, leading into Demon Slayer. What's going on with the G? Why is Shenron alone? Get him some friends. Get him that Gogeta chase. Then we have the BTS and Megamind. Despicable Me. Why did I say Megamind? I don't know why Megamind came to life. But anyways, Despicable Me. I think this is the first Saint Seiya collection I've seen today. I don't even think there was Saint Seiya in the last video either. So nice. I can appreciate that. That's really cool. Then we have Solo Leveling. A bunch of different Dragon Ball pops here. Lots of Dragon Ball. Gogeta, looks like that's double sign, nice. And then we have a Jujutsu Kaisen shelf, more Dragon Ball, and some Chainsaw Man. Wow, that Aki moment is so cool. Fantastic collection, though. You have a fantastic collection. Next collection comes from Sam here, so it looks like they're a big Dragon Ball fan, and they stated in the email, best DBZ collection in the Bronx, hands down. Said, hey Skittles, I'm really happy you're doing the collection rating again. Hopefully mine makes the cut. We met 2 years ago at NYCC and we took a selfie. Please, please, please rate my collection. It's because of your videos. My collection even got that. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Everybody keeps telling me, I'm like, I'm so sorry. I've made you spend so much money. It wasn't my intention. I was just talking about Funko Pops. Anyways, this is just a glimpse of their collection apparently, which is pretty crazy. So looks like we have a mix of out-of-box, in-box here. Little pops mixed on the shelf with other little mini figures. All right, then we have some manga all the way over here. I can't believe, how is this just a glimpse? Good Lord. This might be the best collection in the Bronx. I don't know. Over here, a lot of grails I'm seeing kind of mixed in with a bunch of commons and exclusives. Looks like you have all the pocket pops, which is pretty cool. Multi-packs. Very rare 4-pack that never released in the US officially. Now, I haven't seen any other collection in the Bronx, to be fair. Or at least anybody who's specifically mentioned from the box. So as of right now, you can claim that. But I got to see more. You got to send in more photos for next time. Okay, final collection today comes from Steve here. He's also in my Discord. Thank you for sending in your collection. Your Dragon Ball collection is better than mine for sure. Wow. This is a crazy collection. Oh my gosh. Okay, so a lot of out-of-box going on here. That is so much dusting. So it looks like you kind of have it mixed in. So you have all the... is this mixed by arc? Actually, now that I think about it. Because I was going to say, you have like... You have Android Saga, and you Cell Saga, then you have like Boo Saga stuff. Then you also have a Namek Saga. Or is it like mixed with villains? Maybe I'm overthinking. Anyways, it looks amazing. I love the Friezas. I love the different villains here and kind of leading into some kind of like... I don't know. They're not necessarily villains, but you kind of know. Then we have the double Zeno here, you know, obviously mimicking the show, which is cool. Couple gods. Then we have some fusions here, which is really nice. Android 4-pack. Okay, some shadow boxes down here, light boxes. And then, oh, so you have Piccolo, Little Green, and Kami there, which is nice, and the little Broly shrine. They have more photos here. Another pretty crazy photo here. Wow. Oh my gosh. It's making me realize how many Dragon Ball Pops there are. The dedication to this collection is kind of crazy, I won't lie. More shadow boxes down here. Looks like you're a Granny fan from ton to ton. Wow. This is just Sans. Oh my gosh. And this takes up like a whole wall. That is crazy. And then final photo here, you have the... Oh, is that the Ichiban show? Is that from Daima? And then we also... the glasses are funny on Shenron there. So it looks like you have every little Shenron and Purunga Pop variation, and then Orange Piccolo here. Yeah, your Dragon Ball collection is just nuts. Oh my gosh. So much dedication put in. I can definitely appreciate this as a Dragon Ball fan myself. Fantastic collection, Steve. Well, guys, that wraps up another subscriber collection review video. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to hit the like button down below, as well as let me know, did you guys get any inspiration from any of these collections? That's a big part why I do these videos too, because you guys are always looking for inspiration on your displays, and so many people out there have so many incredible displays. So again, thank you to everybody who did submit something today. And again, submissions will be open in another few days, so stay tuned on that. Look out on my community tab here on YouTube, as well as my Instagram. Make sure to follow me there. I am going to end off this video here though by saying a big shout out to all the awesome Patreon supporters of the channel. You guys are amazing for supporting myself and the channel. If you guys are interested and want to check out the Patreon, the link is down below. We have a Patreon-only Discord where we share a lot of information, news, restocks, updates, links, and more. And finally, make sure to follow me on all my social medias at Skittlerampage or on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and my Facebook page, so you can stay up to date. All right, love you guys. See you guys in the next one. See you guys later. Bye.